What's up, Buttercups? Hope you guys are having an amazingly golden day with cherries on top. My name is Elvis and you are watching The Golden Drive. This is my 1982 Datsun 280ZX. And if you guys, I currently live in Kentucky. I used to live in California, but you will see that I pretty much have Vermont plates. A lot of you might be asking why. That's pretty much because the title of this car had issues whenever I bought it. And so with a lot of things, Vermont is the easiest state, I think, to register a classic car in, because I call it the loophole, but it's pretty much a pretty unknown thing. People call it pretty much, it's one of the easiest states to register your classic car in. And so with that said, I'm going to show you guys all the exact steps taken or that I took to get it registered, because I told you guys I was going to make this video like over about a year ago, but I've just not gotten around to it. And so with that said, oh, my hand hurts. I'm gonna be doing it in this video, showing you guys all the steps that I took, because there were some resources online, but there were no videos that actually showed you exactly how to get this done from start to finish, and some of the stuff to fill in. And so I just had to experiment, and I've done it now with two cars: my 1977 Toyota Celica GT, which I sold, this car, the 1982 Datsun 280ZX, and they both worked. So with that said, we're going to go into it. I'm going to show you guys all the paperwork you need to fill, and then tell you guys of all the next steps. Let's get to it. And before we get started, I also just want to mention that this only works for cars that are 15 years or older. We're going to go through the Vermont DMV site, and I'm going to show you guys everything you need pretty much. And we're going to go through the paperwork and how you fill out the VD119, which is the paper you actually get to send to the government. So with that said, let's do this.
So I'm just gonna start. First of all, you go to Google, boom, then you go to the site, and then you go to registration, boom, and then there's like a lot of places, other places. You can literally just go type in Google VD119 and it'll bring you here. But I just want to show you just more steps or more information. So pretty much they have a bunch of questions. You move into Vermont, renew registration, license plates. Okay, so here you go to new. And then what documentation do I need? So they said use registration required document. So they'll pretty much tell you what documents you need. And I've already done this, so it kind of showed me. But, okay, so say next, auto, next. Is your vehicle 15 years or newer? No, next. And then, so it shows you the required documentation, which is the VD119. We have opened there, and a bill of sale. It doesn't have to be like the VT005, but just a generic bill of sale will do. And then required fees. So 6% of the NADA value. We're going to discuss what that is later. Then we're also going to discuss the 6% plus the registration fee, which is like $76. You'll select what you want. But yeah, so whenever you click on it, this is what comes up. And we're just gonna go through this whole list, and I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna fill out for registering my Jaguar XJ6. The first thing you would want to fill out is your name, obviously. So I'm just gonna name myself John Doe. Boom. Then next, you don't need the EIN, so you leave that blank. And then the next, you put your address. I'm gonna say Grand Canyon National Park. I don't know what city it's in, so I'll just say Grand Canyon City. City. And then next, the state, Arizona, AZ. And then the zip code. Yeah, so I'm just putting in bogus information, but you get the point. This is really easy to fill out. You don't have to fill out the co-owner / lesser or something, but if you wanna, yeah, and then this is actually my email. So the Golden Drive. You skip all of this, and then the next thing you go to is the person you bought it from. Let's say the guy that I bought it from, his name was Jens. And then his last name is, let's just say Washer Room. Boom. So that's the guy I bought it from. And then the next thing, you also put in the date you purchased it. So let's just say I bought that 8/28 2021. Then next, you also put the address of the guy or the gal you got it from. So 1, 2, 3. So boom, put the address of who you bought it from, and then you tick new registration, and then you leave the plate and expires blank, and then you tick on car, the make, Jaguar, and then XJ6, model year 1972, body type SEDAN, then black, BLACK, and then mileage, I'm just gonna put what my car had, 24,242, boom. Then miles, then you leave the rest blank. Actually, I still need to put in the VIN. So my VIN is, boom. So that's my VIN, and then it put in the number of cylinders. I mean, I just put in 6, even though I'm swapping it to 8 because that's what it had from the factory. And then I just put a used, you got it used, and then it's a gas vehicle. And again, this might vary depending on what kind of car you're getting and what engine it has and all that stuff. So yeah, so you skip this because no truck, it's not a truck. And then you put the purchase price. I bought this car for, I think the lowest is $700. I forgot the lowest, but I know they have a lowest. So don't go too low. I think the lowest is either $500 or $700. I put $700 because that was literally what I got the car for. And then you skip all of this stuff. And then the registration is $76. And I'll show you guys where I found that out, but $1.76. I think it's down here. Let's see. Nope, they didn't put it here. If it's not here, so whenever you go to the registration page, okay, so this kind of shows you what to fill out, and we're gonna visit this page later, but it shows you what it says. So purchase, blah, 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 is 6% of the purchase price of the NADA value. So we're just gonna talk about that real quick before we go to the $76 thing. So with the NADA value, you literally just Google, you're gonna pay which is higher. So if, for example, you have the purchase price of $700, if the NADA value is more than the purchase price, then you pay what the NADA value is. But if it's not, then you pay the purchase price. So you pretty much, and again, the VD119i tells you pretty much all of that. So let's see, where's the NADA value? So I think it tells you somewhere here what I just told you about the cost. And so with this one, NADA value, you just go to the NADA guides and then get a value. I think used car prices, search now. Choose a manufacturer. Jaguar there. Nope, definitely not 2021. 1972, where are you? 72. XJ6. 4-door sedan. 90036, wherever you are, continue. And then you select whatever equipment your car came with, pricing with standard equipment. Oh, dang. Okay, it's still the same. Whew. I was like, dang, the high retail has gone up. Okay, so for the low retail for my car is 3125. So you pretty much start from there. So you take 3125, we're gonna pull out the calculator. So the NADA value is the low. I always take low pretty much for all the cars that I've done because they've always been trash. And yeah, so I don't want to pick 15 grand because if I do that, then I'll pay 6% of that. So the 3125, you do 3125 multiplied by 0.06, that's 6%. So it's 187.5. The tax is 187.5, I think. I forgot what exactly that said. Yeah, 187.5. And yeah, so you pay, again, the higher value between the NADA value and the purchase price. So for example, if the purchase price was, I don't know, $5,000 and the NADA value, the low NADA value was 31.75, I think. Yeah, 31.25. Then you pay the purchase price, the taxes on the purchase price. So that's 6% of $5,000. But since I bought my car for $700, I paid the NADA value because that is higher. So you put that, and then registration is $76 because it shows it somewhere here. Where is it? $76. Where are you? Okay, yes. So for 1 year it's $76. So boom. So that's what I paid. You can choose to get like custom plates made. And so, but yeah, vanity plate is an extra $48. But that's just opening up a can of worms. So just get the regular plate, people. So we're just gonna use that $76. You add the total. I'm really bad at addition, but I would say it is 263.50, maybe my math is correct. I don't know. But yep, that's pretty much it, guys. I don't think there's anything else you need to fill out. And if any of these things are wrong, it's just going to be a disaster because they're going to have to send them back the paperwork and you have to repay them the extra money you owe and all of that stuff. And it's just going to be a disaster. So make sure it's pretty much filled in like this. If you want to take a picture of this page, so make sure it's filled in like this. If you want to take a picture of this page, you can. And of course, whenever you're done, you need to sign it and date it. Again, I also put the NADA, I can't type it here, but I always put the NADA value there. And then sign it and date it. And yeah, the total 263. So you get a money order and boom. So we're gonna resume in person. So if you're doing money order, literally just tap in Vermont DM, just write in Vermont DMV, and then you fill out the rest of the stuff. I've filled out the NADA value and I've also signed it as well. So I think that's all you need. I'm just gonna cross-check this whole form over again, and yeah, I'll let you guys know the next steps. So I also like to go ahead and just print out the NADA value page and also just probably circle it actually. Boom, and that's it. And you also want to have the bill of sale. I don't want to show you guys the personal information that's there, so it just shows pretty much, yeah, the bill of sale, the person you bought it from, the VIN number, all of that good stuff. And then finally, you also want to go to their locations and kind of see which ones are available. And if you go down, I always use the Montpelier because that's pretty much the only one that I use, but you can use any one you want. So there's a bunch there. So with this, you also want to include a money order too, or you can do cash or any of those other payments. I always use money order because it's a little bit safer since you're going to be sending it in the mail, but it's up to you. So I'm going to use Montpelier and use a money order, and we'll see how this goes. So the next thing now is I'm going to go get my money order. So actually, should I take the Datsun? Yeah, let's just take the Genesis. It's easier. Yo! And it is too hot, so the Datsun does not have AC, which is sad. The Genesis does. And in the Genesis, I have cooled seats. So it's gonna be great. So I've gotten my money order right now. So one more time, we have the VD119, which is here, my bill of sale, the NADA value. You don't have to include this, but I just included because I'm weird. So yeah, so I'm just gonna compile all of this and we're gonna send it and skirt. Okay. Hopefully this works out because I'm literally just sending like almost $300 to just a random address, but sometimes in life you just gotta do it.
Much later.
And 2 weeks later, boom, my plates have come in the mail and I am just so excited about it, pretty much. And so I'm gonna show you guys exactly what comes in the mail because I can. So let's see. Now, yours might take longer than 2 weeks or 3 weeks. It just depends. But the way I usually know that they've cashed or they've taken the money pretty much after I send it, the money order, is because there's a tracking number on the money order. So that kind of helped me. And so 2 weeks in, I said that they're taking the money, and then a week later I received the plates. But ta-da! The tags for the Jag came in 2 weeks after the plates came in. 2 or 3 weeks after. So I think the whole process took about a month. And yeah, so I have it now. The Jag isn't driving yet, but it's going to be driving soon. And I am so excited. So what a lot of people do is you take this, because it's technically not a title, it's just a registration, but it's because Vermont is a no title state for cars 15 years or older. But it's technically also a title because it has like a transferring of ownership documents in the back. And I've actually sold a car to someone using this before, and he's been able to transfer it successfully. But whenever you get this, you can then go to your dealership or your local, not dealership, your local DMV. Like right now I'm in Kentucky, so I can go to Kentucky, DMV, or the county clerk, and I can pretty much get my title transferred over to Kentucky. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching this golden video. I hope it was golden. I hope it helped you, and I will catch you guys in the next magnificently golden drive. Okay, bye.